two different students coming from a similar background went to university, and Thandi, the one student, went through the normal channel. She studied her BCom, she got some funding from her family and got a loan from NSFAS. On the other side, we have Nandi, who came on the working student program, who during her studies went on a Keys to Life program to teach her work readiness and life skills and work ethics and introduce her into the workplace. She had a full bursary, received a minimum wage stipend, and got job experience working at one of our clients. I'm Dion Goeberholzer. I'm one of the directors of ProudAfrique Human Capital. The ProudAfrique Working Student Program was created to respond to a series of events. We're all aware of the significant unemployment rate for students. We're aware of the impact that the fees must fall have had. There was also some changes in the codes that specifically allowed for the funding of students. To illustrate the difference between the Thandi and the Nandi story, is Thandi graduated with 200,000 rands worth of debt, no experience, the lack of skills to walk into the workplace with confidence, and she didn't have a job. Nandi, on the other hand, finished a qualification with 2 years of solid life skills training. She was under close mentoring. She received a stipend that helped feed her family back home, and she had life experience and job experience. And when she graduated, the company that she worked for actually offered her a job by selecting people that really have everything else but the funding to start their journey. It created the opportunity for us to start the Working Student Program.
It does not only provide financial assistance, but it also grooms the students and enable them to be matured professionals.
And the stories they tell is amazing.
We were raised by a single parent.
I was raised by my single mother and my aunt,
who made sure that we never went to bed on an empty stomach.
My mother was not working.
My father and my granny were pensioners already.
I could not go to school because my mom had paid for my aunt's funeral with her savings.
As a single parent, she still saw the absolute need that we went to school.
My mom and my father decided to work together in making me go to school.
I wanted to further my studies.
I then enrolled at Richfield to study for my degree in business administration.
I decided to study business administration, supply chain being my elective.
I went to enroll with Richfield to study business administration.
to do a degree in business administration where I specialize in marketing.
It wasn't an easy journey because we were all depending on my dad's salary. He had to pay for my late brother's fees, my sister and my fees.
My auntie was the person who paid my fees.
Both of my parents couldn't take me to school due to financial difficulties.
My auntie got retrenched.
I was unable to continue with my studies as I lost my mother during my first year.
My dad has lost his life to cancer, meaning now my mom was the only person responsible for my fees.
I was unable to continue with my studies.
My father got retrenched and we couldn't get any financial help from relatives.
I was unable to complete my studies.
It was very hard as my mother had to work 2 shifts as a waiter to pay my studies.
But the key challenge why young students are affected, the mismatch between what we produce in higher education and the reality out there. And there's a need to link our students to work environments whilst also studying.
When you look at the gap that exists between students wanting to get into the workplace and they have nowhere to start. They apply for bursaries, they apply for jobs, but they don't even know how to go about making sure that they get a job.
Due to situation at home, I had to look for a part-time job.
I looked for a job, but I could not get a job at all.
Since we all know it's very hard to find a job, especially without any experience.
Getting the opportunity to go to work, it's getting experience. It's not about the money.
We are not employable because we don't have the working skills.
They just want to be able to get in, make a meaningful contribution, earn a living and get on with their lives. build their careers. The gap in the understanding from the client side is, I'm looking for a receptionist, therefore I appoint a receptionist. No, appoint a BCom human resource graduate that is hungry for life experiences, that will handle the job with ease, but will become a significant contributor to the economy going forward. You know they're going to get somewhere special because they've already lifted themselves out of very, very poor conditions and got themselves to graduate.
We need to change mindsets because all work is important and deserves dignity and regard.
Almost any job is better than sitting at home saying, I've studied and I have nothing to do.
Students who come from challenging environment are actually, in most cases, stronger and more resilient. When they get to environments where there's an opportunity, this world will become even better. That our companies, if they are able to draw from those experiences, will become bigger and better. And I believe that they've got a light that is going to shine through.
I was introduced to this program, the ProudAfrique working student.
So when a friend of mine called me and told me that there's this opportunity in Richfield from ProudAfrique offering us to study further, I applied.
I was chosen by Richfield to participate.
And it is a very great opportunity for me to be part of the ProudAfrique family.
This program helped me to pay for my studies.
ProudAfrique paid my fees.
I was able to complete my second year.
So when they gave us the bursary, they also wanted to give us working experience.
The company offered a learnership whereby we could get a working experience.
You know, improving your skills.
Giving me work experience and a stipend.
To help to pay for other living expenses.
And it also gave me a stipend.
So that I can be able to maintain my living expenses.
And at home as well, like buying grocery, etc., etc.
Which helped me and my family so much during the pandemic.
To buy food at my family.
A stipend that helped me to be independent.
When we designed the working student program, we specifically focused on adapting it to as many touch points within the codes of good practice as we could. So we created multiple opportunities for companies to get in on the act and channel their resources to build the next generation of middle management in their business. The money not only goes to a worthy cause, but they can benefit because they can select graduates that will come and work for them that doesn't have the expectation of receiving a massive salary and a fancy car.
ProudAfrique introduced Keys to Life,
which was quite challenging but fun.
That's where we learned about self-awareness and more about ethics.
The professionalism,
effective study methods.
Know how to manage my time.
They encourage us, business ethics, time management, conflict management.
Putting the studying and working together.
Waking up in the morning and doing something actually helps you to develop your skills.
Our aim is to grow leaders that can go out there and who can survive in any environment. And when we start doing that, you'll find that even issues of race and gender get minimal. This country needs those kinds of leaders.
To dream, to have their future, to believe that they can make it.
So it's very good to actually test if you've got the ability and skills to actually work with other people.
There is challenges because now we have to study, you have to work, then you get back home, you're tired.
ProudAfrique Working Student Program made it possible for me to improve skills and knowledge.
I'm able to carry on with my degree.
Right now I'm staying here doing my third year.
I'm able to carry on with my degree.
We are promoting greater partnership between the work environment and the knowledge environment, in grooming our talent for now and for the future.
One of the challenges we have is access to funding. We hope that more companies will stand up and say this is the kind of program they want to support.
We are therefore appealing to companies that they also provide an opportunity for students to work as they study.
I would like to thank ProudAfrique for giving us an opportunity like this.
I hope that it would continue to actually help other people out there.
I'm grateful that my dreams are finally coming true.
I see my future very, very much bright because I have people like John by my side.
If you are given an opportunity like this, grab it with both arms, work hard, and mostly be humble and grateful.
Whether you can make a 10,000 Rand contribution out of socioeconomic development, or whether you want to adopt one of the students to come and work in your environment, we don't mind what your contribution could be, as long as you come and play with and make this thing work.
Oh, my future. I see myself as a rich woman.
To become a CA and hopefully have 2 other degrees.
And I strongly believe that I shall bring forth the depth of my name being success.